Welcome back to Watching Film. Today we're going to talk about Houston and particularly the strength of their team, their offense. Their numbers aren't eye-popping like they have been in the past, but when you watch them, they have a lot of athleticism, really good receivers. The quarterback can make a lot of throws. He's a little inconsistent, but he's a talented guy that can really hurt you if you're not careful. We'll start with the run game and then kind of cycle into their passing game, which is more their strength. Run, you'll see here, they'll run the inside zone and then they'll package a screen with it. The quarterback can throw that out there. That's packaged part of the play. They'll run the ball, little inside zone here against Cincinnati. They haven't been really successful running the ball, but they've had some success. Here's a little counter off a jet sweep action. They run a lot of that jet action, so they must give the jet. So that's something else to watch for. Here's another look at counter against Tulane here. You have guard and tackle. It looks like pulling from the backside. Gets up in the kick out. Other guard wraps. Easy touchdown run. Here it looks like a straight inside zone. And same thing here for a touchdown. Another inside zone, it looks like. Could possibly be a duo, but I don't think so. They also run a little stretch or kind of like an outside zone look with like just a stretch play. Taking it wide and then getting vertical late. And the quarterback's not unathletic either. He can run. Here's the scramble. And then they also have some designed run for him here, as you see. He's a guy, he's no Derek King, who they've had in the past, but he's a guy you have to honor. And if you don't, he can make you pay like this. You gotta count for him. One thing they love to do that complements the passing game is they love to run screens. Pretty effective screen team. This one was technically illegal, but they didn't call it. But you'll see them run a variety of screens. That's kind of the ones to the back. These are more like I would say standard, but more like commonplace type of screen. They'll run these shallow screens here as well, which is a really interesting concept. We're going to block. It looks like a pass play. He's going to run the shallow. And the back releases, looks like he's going to run a route, and then he actually is going to block too. So this is kind of about timing. You can get your guy the ball in place. You see the backs coming here to block, and now I'm going to run the screen underneath there. So even though the ball's thrown downfield, it's with the timing, it's basically a screen pass, a shallow screen. Then here, a little screen and go, make it look like the screen. They got the go. Navy covers it pretty good, but the receiver does a good job sitting down in a hole. So it's not the only option isn't the go. So we'll have him on the go route, or the really kind of the wheel. And then he's probably inside releasing, and then when he sees there's coverage over the top, he can sit. So he sits in that hole. Quarterback finds him. And the quarterback, we showed he could run a little bit, but he can make some throws on the run as well. Here you'll see him escape the pocket, deliver a nice ball downfield for a big play. And they also have this possibility of running a package play. So that is, if the corner's off, I can just throw this hitch out here. You see down here, I believe they're running screen. And then I have the inside zone there. Corner's off, go ahead and throw it out there. Corner's off, throw it. I don't know if he's playing at USF. It looks like this is Stevenson here. He's a really good player. I don't know if he's playing this weekend. If he is, look out, because this dude can go. So now we get to some other kind of drop back passing game a little bit. Holgerson's got some air raid routes, so you can see mesh here. And these routes run deep. He was actually a receiver, I think, on Hal Mummy and Mike Leach's first team at Iowa Wesleyan. So he goes all the way back to the beginning, if I'm correct. But you got mesh, air raid staple here. This is without Stevenson. This is another receiver. Here, looks like you got mesh again. So you got a wheel. One's crossing over the ball. Then you can kind of, I think traditionally it's a corner route, but you can probably tag a few different things with it. A go route, get you the same spot. There's mesh. Another air raid concept here. You got Y corner. Quick game concept. Triangle read. Good throw to the corner out there. And then here you have, it looks to me like kind of like Y cross. But instead of running it with the traditional go route and speed out, they're going to run a slot fade version of it. You're attacking the same area of the field, but just a little bit different way to get to it. They also do a little, just straight drop back, looks just like a normal curl flat combination right here. So to the flat, curl. This is an easy, traditional established drop back. Here looks like another curl flat to that side. They might tag different stuff with it. The play before looked like it was mirrored. There, it looked like possibly you had some type of other concept on the other side. And they're not afraid to take shots down the field here against Cincinnati, who we've seen shut down a lot of offenses. They're able to get down the field here. It's hard to tell exactly what the combination was because of the camera, but it looks like just some type of go route and an out route. They like to use this motion to give them some shots down the field. Again, that's Stevenson. He's unlikely to play as of right now. But that jet motion, they must run a lot of that jet because they're using that motion to get these play action shots down the field. Here's another shot against Cincinnati. Great catch here. And he does, that is a catch. The ball bounces up off his chest and he's able to pull it down. And a good throw here was under some duress. Another jet motion, taking the shot down the field. That is not, a couple of these shots are not Stevenson. Here's something, though, that they struggle with. And Cincinnati saw Tulane do it, and you'll see kind of a similar look here in a second. But Cincinnati's going to bring the corner here. They're going to kind of cross face here, bring the corner off. This delay causes the tackle to go inside. So he goes in there. He kind of gets the eyes of the guard. He's coming right at the tackle, so the tackle's occupied. Now they bring the corner. Quarterback doesn't ever see it. He gets smoked, and that one hurts. So I think blitzing Houston and getting pressure on this quarterback is going to be key, especially if Stevenson's not playing. You've got to feel a little bit better about playing more man coverage because when you're able to get pressure, you can get him to do some make some mistakes. Right here, I believe this is on mesh as well. He just tries to find the bailout throw. The blitz is coming, so he's trying to find that crosser. Defensive back's able to undercut it. Take it to the house to get Tulane up early. USF would like another pick six in back-to-back weeks. Again, here's another kind of, you got a blitz here. Spin moves, takes him inside. He comes around. So it appears that Houston's kind of a four-man slide team. So these four guys are sliding to a side. So if you're a four-man slide team, that quarterback's got to know when that back's got free release. So right here, that backs up free release. I got to be thinking I might have to get the ball out of my hands there. And Tulane's able to fall on it for a touchdown. These are the kind of plays I think USF's going to need. I think the Houston offense is talented, and they'll give USF's defense some problems. But the way USF played last week, so physical and aggressive against a talented Memphis team, gives you some hope that they'll be able to play the same way against Houston, possibly slow them down. But it should be an interesting matchup with all those skill guys that Houston has, and see if that quarterback, see if you can catch him on kind of a down trend, because he's up and down. If you can catch him on the downside, maybe he'll throw you a couple picks, turn the ball over, and USF can get their first conference win of the season.